Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're keeping safe and well. And in the words of the legendary Alan Partridge, hope you're having a really good Tuesday wherever you are in the world and whatever you are planning to get up to today. On today's show, I'm going to be bringing to you guys your latest and your greatest Tottenham Hotspur transfer rumours, reports and updates that have come out over the last 24 hours in the summer transfer window. And I want to start things off by talking about a piece of news that has come out from Fabrizio Romano, who's as reliable as they come when it comes to ITKs and sources reporting transfer news in the summer transfer window. And he's come out and said in the last 24 hours that Tottenham Hotspur's priority target when it comes to bringing in a new centre-back for the rest of the summer is Edmund Tapsoba. I mean, straight away, we know what that means as Spurs fans. We know that means we're going to end up with Mickey van de Ven. And look, I'm not completely opposed to Mickey van de Ven. Hell, will we even get a centre-back at this point? So I take him over by no centre-backs. But how many times have we seen Tottenham Hotspur not get their priority? You know, and I just get that same feeling it's not going to happen again because of money and because Levy's a pure and utter tight ass. Who was Pochettino's main target? For about 3 years, Pochettino really wanted Paulo Dybala. We bought in Dybala some of those seasons when Pochettino won him. I really reckon we could have won the league because he was the missing piece. Tottenham Hotspur wanted Dybala, Pochettino wanted Dybala. Who did we end up with? Giovanni Lo Celso. After 3 years of wanting Dybala, 3 years later, we didn't get him and we bought in Giovanni Lo Celso. Jose Mourinho's priority target was Milan Skriniar, a signing that would have made that defence something special, honestly. Did Tottenham Hotspur get Milan Skriniar? Did they bollocks? Tottenham Hotspur didn't get Milan Skriniar. Tottenham Hotspur didn't back the manager with their priority target, and Tottenham Hotspur ended up with Joe Rodon. I don't even know if Joe Rodon is still contracted to Tottenham right now. I don't know who he's playing for. I don't know who he's out on loan to. I don't even know where Joe Rodon is. That goes to tell you all you need to know about that one. And this is another one that gets brushed under the carpet, because I think last summer everyone was so excited about the likes of Bissouma and Perisic when we first saw them. We know they're not the players we thought they would be, but they could be this season. But you know, there was so much excitement about those signings. People forget that our main target last summer was Bastoni. Spurs were looking at a 70 million deal for Bastoni. He was Antonio Conte's main and priority target in the summer. We would have had Bastoni and Romero instead of Romero and Dyer for the whole season. What a difference that would have made. Tottenham Hotspur didn't back the manager. Tottenham Hotspur didn't back Antonio Conte with Bastoni. And who did they bring in instead of Bastoni? I mean, it's just pathetic, isn't it? It's absolutely pathetic. Tottenham Hotspur didn't sign Alejandro Bastoni, and Tottenham Hotspur bought in Clement Longley. Not even bought Clement Longley. Tottenham Hotspur bought in Clement Longley on loan. A Barcelona reject who they couldn't wait to get out the door. And as soon as they did get him out the door, they won the league. Where did Spurs finish 8th? Goes to tell you all you need to know. Tottenham Hotspur now, in my opinion, will not get Edmund Tapsoba because he's our main target. Spurs never seem to get their main target. Even this summer, right, I'm okay with Vicario because of some of the things that people have said about him, and I think he can develop into a very exciting player. And I do understand the David Raya contract situation for another year. But even this summer, Ange Postecoglou's first target as centre-back was David Raya. Tottenham Hotspur didn't get him. Spurs weren't willing to pay that 40 million, and yet again we opted for the cheaper option. So, you know, I really can't see this deal happening then, because I'm so used to Spurs not getting their priorities. Spurs always opting for the cheaper option. So we'll probably end up with Mickey van de Ven. But the news is that Spurs are prioritising Tapsoba. We're hearing also that Bayern Leverkusen are willing to sell Tapsoba. That's encouraging news. It's not going to be too difficult to negotiate. The only people and person who's going to make it difficult to negotiate this deal are Enoch and Daniel Levy, which they do in every deal, to be fair. So nothing new there. And Tottenham Hotspur stalling and waiting to make a move because of the Harry Kane situation. I think that's absolutely stupid. I think that's ridiculous. Let's say we sell Harry Kane, right? Let's say a week before the end of the summer transfer window, because that's what's probably going to happen, because Daniel Levy is settling on the 100 million price tag. Bayern are not willing to pay that. They'll keep on bidding a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, until they get fed up and pay that extra 15 million. But by the time I reckon that happens, there'll be about a week left of the summer transfer window. Not only then do Tottenham Hotspur have to find a suitable replacement for Harry Kane, or we're stuck with that pigeon Pratt as a striker for the season. Tottenham Hotspur are also looking to sign a centre-back at the same time, which was one of our priorities. Well, not one of our priorities, our main priority and our most important signing in the last week of the season. So for the last week of the summer transfer window, Spurs will be trying to sign a replacement for Harry Kane and sign our main priority in a centre-back. It will be pure and utter chaos. I don't understand why we're waiting. Are we waiting for Liverpool to come in and make a move? You know, are we waiting for Man United to come in and make a move? 3 weeks we've been hearing that Spurs have been linked and apparently in talks, if you believe what you hear in the media with Van der Ven and Tapsoba. What are we actually waiting for? I understand if Harry Kane's a centre-back, but he's a striker. Harry Kane is a striker. Why is Harry Kane's sale having any effects on Spurs signing centre-backs? I just don't understand it, and we're wasting time as well. Pre-season's already been a mess. We're playing Sea Lions FC tomorrow. We missed out on a game because of horrendous weather conditions. I mean, who would have predicted going to a country in monsoon season that the game would have been called off? But look, pre-season's there to get the fitness levels up of players and to gel new players into the squad. If we sell Harry Kane right at the end of the summer, bring in a replacement for him, and then decide to bring in a centre-back, those players will not be gelled into that squad at all, and they'll be an absolute mess for the first few games of the season. And let's say that costs us the first few games of the season, we miss out on top 4 or something like that at the end of the season by a few points. That'll be our own fault for stalling for no reason in the summer transfer window yet again. I don't understand why we're waiting. What does the centre-back signing have to do with the Harry Kane situation? You sell Harry Kane, you bring in a replacement for him. It's simple as that. Centre-back should have nothing to do with Harry Kane. But oh yeah, it's all about money. It's all about, you know, getting that Harry Kane money and then investing that in the centre-backs and then pretending like we didn't have money for the centre-backs. And it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. This summer transfer window, like every summer transfer window, started with so much promise. Signing Maddison, signing Solomon, signing Vicario, especially that Maddison signing, got all Spurs fans hyped up. Yet just like last summer, it's gone quiet when we needed it to be loud. We needed it to be loud. You know, I was happy with those signings as long as we got a centre-back. Now I'm getting concerned with about a month left of the summer transfer window if we'll even have centre-backs. You know, in my opinion now, we won't have one at the start of the season. I reckon we could see Eric Dyer line up next to Romero, Japhet Tanganga. You know, so it is worrying. It is worrying. We need centre-backs, and we also need to clear out that deadwood. And we're going to move on to the next piece of news, which has something to do with deadwood. Davinson Sanchez to Spartak Moscow. Spartak Moscow have bid, I believe, 12.5 million. It may be 13.5 million. I'm not entirely sure. For Davinson Sanchez, Tottenham Hotspur have accepted the bid, but Davinson Sanchez himself is not keen on the move. Look, I'm going to be brutally honest here. I don't give a shit if Davinson Sanchez is keen on the move or not. We wouldn't be trying to sell you for 13.5 million if you haven't been an absolute car crash of a defender over the last few years. And great, get Davinson Sanchez out, get Harry Winks out. That's 2 players out. 2 players out. You need 20, ideally, right? A suitable squad heading into the season is 25 players. I believe Spurs have got something stupid like 35 now. Have Tottenham Hotspur cleared out the deadwood? No. Yet again, Spurs haven't cleared out the deadwood. Sanchez may be going, but we've still got Eric Dyer. We've still got Japhet Tanganga. We've still got all these players who are never going to get a go in the first team, but are just there, lying around because Tottenham Hotspur just can't get the business deals done because we were stupid enough to not get in a director of football. We've got Scott Munn coming in. There's delays with that, you know, but he's not a proper director of football. It's an absolute mess of a club right now, and these people spreading fake positivity, stop it. Stop it, because it's a joke. We started this summer transfer window so well, and now look at the mess we're going to be heading into the season with. No proper pre-season. Sea Lions FC losing the game to West Ham. We weren't able to play in Thailand. So pre-season's been a mess. Fitness levels will be below everyone else who smartly booked a tour in a country where the weather will actually be suitable to play when it comes to America. Because that's what every other club's done. But Tottenham had to be different, didn't they? Tottenham couldn't even travel to something or somewhere like Germany or Italy. No, they had to travel to Thailand in monsoon season. It's ridiculous. Harry Kane saga dragging on. We're hearing reports from every journalist out there that it's dragging the mood of players down, that it's dragging the mood of the squad down, and dragging the mood of the club and manager down. So you've got the Harry Kane transfer saga. You've got the mess of a pre-season. Spurs still not strengthening their priority targets. This one can still happen, but the sooner the better for the reasons I've mentioned about letting them gel into the squad with a pre-season. And I'm worried that we head into this season without centre-backs. Honestly, I am. So no centre-backs. Harry Kane's transfer saga dragging on. Pre-season, an absolute mess. It's the same old thing, innit? Summer transfer window started so positively and it's ending so badly. But look, hopefully Tottenham Hotspur can get in some centre-backs, or one centre-back even at this point, and hopefully it is the priority one, Edmund Tapsoba. But we know it won't be now that he is the priority, and we know that we'll probably head into the season with no one. And if we do sign centre-backs, it will be right at the end of the summer. But look, I give my thoughts and opinions on the mess of a club right now. Hopefully it can be somewhat sorted out before the start of the season, because there is positivity in the club. There's positivity and stuff to be positive about. There's the good football we can play under Ange Postecoglou. There's new signings like Maddison, who we can get excited about. But all that will mean diddly if we head into the season with Eric Dyer in the back line and no proper replacement for him. And same with Harry Kane, if we head into Richarlison as our main striker heading into the season if Harry Kane isn't there. So, look, there's a lot to be done for Tottenham Hotspur, clearing out the deadwood as well, settling this Harry Kane transfer saga, bringing in centre-backs, getting pre-season back on the road. Can they do it? I'm not too sure. I do apologise about the croakiness in my voice, but I do hope they do. I do hope they do. But look, guys, thank you for watching this morning video. Be sure to tune in later today as well, 4:30 PM. We've got Ben Kaufman on. Ben from the Coffee Company, absolutely buzzing to do the 5th episode of White Hart Lounge, the most chilled out Spurs show on YouTube. We're going to be talking all things from how you got into supporting Spurs and biggest fears. So guys, be sure to tune into that later. Thank you for watching this video. Take care. All the best. God bless. And as always, come on you Spurs. Enoch and Levy out. In Ange Postecoglou.